Match day 2 at the 2026 FIFA World Cup has just come to an end, and we just witnessed two games full of goals, drama, and excitement. Canada and Bosnia and Herzegovina played out a thrilling 1-1 draw at the Toronto Stadium, while the United States came away with a convincing 4-1 win over Paraguay at the Los Angeles Stadium. These two games outline the strengths and weaknesses of the four teams who played in them, so here are 5 things that we learned on match day 2 at the 2026 FIFA World Cup. The first thing that we learned today is that Canada need a clinical finisher up top if they want to succeed in this tournament. Canada had so many chances to score in their first game today, and you could tell that they were lacking a competent striker up top for most of the match. In my opinion, I think Jonathan David is a great striker who can lead this team to victory, but he was far from the best version of himself today. Kyle Larin made an instant impact after coming on in the second half and bagging the equalizing goal just 2 minutes later, but I don't think he's done enough to earn the #1 role just yet. Don't let the 1-1 scoreline distract you from the fact that Canada played some great football today, and that we could have seen a much larger scoreline if the host nation would have converted some of their chances. There is no way to spawn in a prolific goal scorer who can instantly solve this problem, so Canada will have to decide which of their two frontmen is up for the challenge in their next two group games. The second learning moment on our list comes from the fact that this Bosnia side are a completely different team without Edin Dzeko on the pitch. It was announced that Bosnia's all-time leading goal scorer was going to be on the bench for the opening game just a few hours before kickoff, so their squad selection really took me by surprise. His absence was clearly felt on the pitch, and even though his replacement Jovo Lukic scored the opening goal for Bosnia in this game, you could tell that there was an attacking presence missing from this team. Whether it's the confidence that Dzeko instills in his teammates or his incredible footballing IQ, this team feels empty without him. Players like Amar Memic or Esmir Bayraktarovic have less creative freedom when they know their talisman isn't up top and waiting to receive their ball, so it's going to be really interesting to see if he will be available for their next match versus Switzerland on Thursday, as his nation needs him more than ever. The third thing we learned today is that the United States are the real deal at this summer's tournament. There's no better way to announce yourself than by scoring 4 goals and dominating every single second of your opening match on home soil. The United States were well and truly the better side in their 4-1 win over Paraguay, and they have just turned a lot of doubters into believers. Folarin Balogun was absolutely clinical in his first ever World Cup match, scoring 2 incredible goals and helping out his team immensely in the 72 minutes that he played in. A lot of people were doubting Mauricio Pochettino and his squad's readiness heading into this summer's tournament, but the Argentine manager has just proven everybody wrong with a 5-star performance. It may just be one match, but the United States made a statement in their opening game, and their sights will now be firmly set on the knockout rounds. The fourth learning moment on our list is that Paraguay may not be a dark horse contender at all. The South American side were a complete mess in today's match as they lost their first competitive game in over a year. From shambolic defensive mistakes to wasted opportunities on the offensive side of the ball, it felt like Paraguay were completely disconnected from the weight of this match over the course of 90 minutes. Antonio Sanabria was nowhere to be found as he got subbed off in the 62nd minute. Miguel Almiron played a little better but still didn't have any major contributions, and Julio Enciso was the only bright spot in an otherwise lackluster Paraguayan side. It's still too early to press the panic button on this team, but if you're losing 4-1 to the United States, just imagine what will happen if they go on to face one of the favorites in the knockout rounds. And the final thing that we learned today is that this World Cup is truly living up to the hype. There was a lot of speculation on how this World Cup was going to unfold given all of the events that happened before it, but match day 2 has proven to us all that this tournament is only getting started. The city of Toronto was absolutely buzzing all day, and the opening ceremony at the Toronto Stadium did not disappoint. We also got to witness Canadian footballing history as Canada earned their first ever points in the tournament. On the other side of the continent, Los Angeles Stadium was a cauldron of sights, sounds, and emotions as the United States began their campaign. We got to witness goal line clearances, the first own goal of the tournament, one of the best goals of the tournament so far, and so much more in only the second day of action. But those are the 5 things that we learned on match day 2 at the 2026 FIFA World Cup. What was your favorite moment of the day? Which players stood out to you, and what are your predictions for tomorrow's matches? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more football content, tier lists, and so much more to come in the 2026 FIFA World Cup, and as always, I'll catch you next time.